Okay, guys. So, just want to show you how I've been narrowing down my trading to certain pairs because when you're when you don't master a certain pair, it just you're all over the place. You're chasing trades. You're jumping in and out, scalping when you don't need to, and when you don't want to, losing trades more often than you are winning. So I found it better to just focus on a pair and learn that and narrow it down. So what I did, I'm going to show you here. This is my trading view chart, and I'm looking at the GU, GBP, USD, Great British Pound against the US dollar. And I've marked up my chart here on support and resistance because what I found is, and this is a daily chart, what I found is I can get a better analysis when I mark out the support and resistance, the important ones. That's why I go as far as, even I might even go as far as a week out just to kind of see weekly resistance um, and support, because that helps me discover turnaround zone areas, reversal areas, um, and where to better pinpoint my entry points and my take profits, because most of the time they're tagging on those areas. The candlesticks are going to hit those areas. So here, if you could see on a daily chart, this is looking like it's in a downtrend, and it looks like it could be at an area of reversal, but that's not guaranteed. Okay, so it was going down here, boom, it went down to here, then it came way up here, then it came down here, came up, double top, and then dropped, which made a nice pattern here. You look at that, that's a pattern. Now, I caught it when it was coming down. I also caught it when it was shooting back up, which was lovely, all because I marked out my support and resistance. I knew where it was going to go. Well, I didn't know, but I had an idea of where it could possibly go, and that's where I jumped in. I knew that overall it was in a downtrend, so I was going to stay in sell mode. However, I knew that this was going to be a retracement. I just didn't know how far the retracement was going to go. I had an idea because I had did a Fibble um, retracement, Fibonacci. So you can see here it went all the way up to 786, which is a good one. It flew past this 0.618, but what you're looking for in retracement is a good 618 or even a 786, which was a deep one. So that's where I figured it was probably going to retrace back up to here, so I think I got out here. It did keep going up. However, I caught it when it was coming back down because it's in an overall downtrend. So I wanted to catch it on the ride back down. Now it's sitting, if you could see, on one of my levels of support and resistance that I mapped out from before. And how do I do that? I just look at previous support and resistance, and that's what I'm using as a reference point. So if you could see here, this was support here, then it became resistance here, then it was support again, support here, a little bit of resistance here, but then it shot way up. So this is also here, hitting here, hitting here. That means that's an area of resistance. So the ceiling now became a floor here. which made a support. So this is a really good line here to use as a reference point, which is right here. So this does have the potential to go all the way down to here. Now when it gets down here and it bounces off, it could be an opportunity for turnaround to the upside. But that's a speculation, right? So right here, it was a support. So it's still hitting off of this support. Now, is this support strong enough for it to shoot back up? Could be. Or it could retrace down here and then shoot up. Or it could just keep going, following the downtrend. That's what we're not sure of as of yet. But in the meantime, while it's in these areas, you could still, it's shooting up right now, you could still get in on these moves. So I got it down to 4 hour. So you could still see my levels of support and resistance. And then this nice one here. Now I'm going to show you something that I've been learning, and hopefully this helps. I've been learning that it's important to, and I locked my my lines here because I hate when I touch my graph, my chart, and it moves. So it's lock your stuff. So if you could, what I've learned is as you're looking at a level, support and resistance, so you could see here it was supporting, it was resistance here. Now here it could be a level of support. It did ding off this line. Let me get in closer so you can see what I'm talking about. So it was playing off of this line right here as a support. But if you see a strong candle like that coming up to your support line or going up to the resistance line, that's something you want to be careful of, because that could be an indication that it's going to shoot right through, which in this case it did shoot, and it came down to here. See that? Came down to here. So if I had put in my entry point here, that I thought it was going to keep going down, it didn't. It went down, but then it shot right back up. So if I would have put in an entry here, that would have been 78 pips. I would have lost out on that trade, because that definitely would have hit my stop loss if I was going to continue in the downtrend, because this faked me out right here. Boom, and then it went up. But if you could see, it came all the way back down and gave us a little doji. And then here it closed, opened, went up a little bit, not much, then it went back down again, and it closed right here. So there's like a little bit of indecision there. Or this is not a, this is a what is a shooting star, I think, not a doji, shooting star. This is a doji right here. Now the dojis usually indicate that there's a reversal opportunity. And in this case, it could be, because look, now a new candle has opened. These are 4-hour candles, and it's going to the upside. So this could be retracing. Now, where would it be retracing to is the question. So you've got the lower low here, shot all the way up to here. It's gotten here. it could shoot right up to this other point of support and resistance, this other line of support and resistance. Or it could stop right here. Because if you see here, this is a support. There's also support here. See that? And then if we zoom out a little bit, not too far. There's support, and it was also resistance. So it could shoot right here. Let me put a line there. It could shoot right in here. So it hit here, boom, went right back up. It went shot through here, but it came up and hit that line. Bounced off, went up, hit it again, bounced off, went back a little bit, shot through to the next support, next resistance, and then it shot right back down, boom. It played around right here, and then it went up, came back down, and then shot up again and kept going up. But then, guess what happens? It came right back down and hit that line, boom. Now here it shot right through, and it shot right back through. So this could come up a little here. So I'm going to do a Fibonacci. Let's do a Fibonacci on this. We come from the highest high to the lowest low. It's right about there. Give you an idea of where it could retrace to. So you come all the way down this last wick, touch down here. So that's why I brought this all the way down here. So remember, this 618 is an area that you want to look at, or 786. And if you look, 618 is around that other support and resistance line. Boom, right here. So it's a strong possibility that this could retrace up to this line and then go back down. So what you want to look for is when these candlesticks start getting to these lines, these important lines for you of support and resistance, you want to know what the candlestick is telling you. That's what I've been learning, to read the candlesticks. Now, if you look at this previous support, this thing shot right through. So if you were looking to get in on a buy here, forget it. It shot right through that line. It came down, but then it tapped up, and now it became a resistance. So it bounced off of that, came down here to another area, could possibly definitely be a area of support, because look how strong it bounced right back up. Now, this would have been so key to the reversal of this, right? If you were really paying attention and doing your homework, and you found that this was an area of resistance. So let's just see. Let's play. I'm going to put this here. Now, if I zoom out, it's also here. So it is a very strong level of support. And I probably zoom out even more and find it again down the line here. Let's see. It's right here, support. Even though it went out a little bit, most of it is still supporting there. All right. So let's refresh this. All right. Now getting back to this. This, I'm going to delete. I'm going to delete this so you can see it clear. Delete. This was so good that you see the wick here. This is, okay, it was going strong down, boom, little wick, closed, open, went up a little bit, went down, went up a little, closed, and then open, boom. Now it's showing you that the possibility to the upside is being played with. However, it still closed down here and kept going down a little bit. But it starts showing exhaustion right here with that wick. And the fact that it was coming close to an area of major support, these are indicators that, okay, this is about to turn around. So even if you didn't see this yet, this was an indicator, okay, it's hitting an area of support and it's getting exhausted. Boom, doji. Boom, 2 dojis. And then what happened? It was shot up. And then another one, strong. Now these are 4 hours. So if that was a 1 hour, look how it was playing right here. It was playing. And then it started sliding up. It tried to go down, but it's sliding up. Buyers jumped in. Buyers jumped in. Hello, here we go. Buyer. And shot right up to the next area of support and resistance. Then it played there for a little while and then shot right back up. See that? That was a 1 hour. I'm going to go back to the 4-hour chart. So anytime you see these lines, these candlesticks that are showing exhaustion around the areas of support and resistance, it's a really good indicator that there's about to be a reversal. And you can get in on that trade. This one is going up right now. And remember what I said. It could be shooting up to this area or this one right here. 618. Good possibility. So if I was in a sell right now, I'd be mad. That thing is going up. Even though you had this strong sell candle right there, came back up with a buy. It even went up here, the next one with the buy. Let me get this out of here. Delete. Let's see. All right, so that's it, guys. I hope that helped.